For years and years, the Rotary Club of St. Clair has sponsored exchange students to go overseas and to come to St. Clair and meet with our families and our people and our schools. The lady that's in charge of most of that, 99% of it, is Dorcas Dunker, a Rotarian for many, many years. What a wonderful job you do, and what a pleasure it must be to meet all the youth from around the world.
Yes, it really is. I've learned so much from them.
How many years have you been doing it?
15 years.
15 years. And each year you send students out and students come in, right?
We take one student in that is housed in St. Clair with 3 different host families, and the student attends St. Clair High School. And then we are always recruiting students to go outbound. We have 40 choices of
40 choices
of countries that they could go to.
Just amazing.
Yes.
Do you have a student that you remember as the best student that came in?
I think it was the student we hosted, Miguel.
And he was from Brazil.
He was from Brazil, and the club really remembers him too because he was very active with the club and did a lot of projects with us. I think he even served beer at something. And he was really, he really changed during that whole year. You could see him grow, and he was very shy at first, and then he just became very outgoing through that whole year.
I remember that he arrived in the midsummer, or
Yes.
maybe in August sometime.
Yes.
And the first thing he wanted to do was go to a Lady Gaga show.
Oh, that was somebody else. That
Oh,
was Marco.
that wasn't?
That was Marcos.
Oh, it was Marco? I had the wrong kid?
Wrong kid from Brazil also. That was Marcos.
And you found him tickets?
Judy Sean found him
Judy
tickets. Found him tickets and took him.
So the exchange students have great years here. You brought along a slide presentation,
Yes.
and let's go through that and talk about what the Youth Exchange is. Go ahead.
So what it is a chance to study in a different country for a whole year and learn a new culture. The Youth Exchange thing basically is a cultural exchange. So, and a lot of students, it is their best year of their life. They'll attend school, hosted by 3 families, and supported by the Rotary Club. We give the students an allowance. We offer them our moral support during their year. And it's really, really a great year.
Yeah, where can I go? Anywhere in the world, huh?
Yeah, most everywhere, whatever the State Department allows us to do. If it's a country that the State Department doesn't. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at all those countries. Yes, so a lot of different countries. And this is a picture of some of our exchange students. I think it was at a district conference. It looks like it was.
It looks like they collect little pins and buttons from other exchange students around the world. They trade them?
They trade pins. There's a big conference in Grand Rapids coming up in July that the kids sit on the lawn and they exchange pins. It's really a remarkable experience.
And stories.
And stories,
And
yeah.
stories.
And so, and my jacket's getting pretty full of pins. So we screen students. Usually they need to be in the top half of their class in order to go on exchange. And our program is one of the cheapest exchange programs out there because all of us are volunteers.
Okay.
So I just said top half of the class, 15 half to 18 and a half years old. And we look for students that are flexible, that can roll with the punches. Yeah, pleasant personality, be able to adjust. And
You want any grouchy students?
oh no, we want them. We want happy students. So, and so Rotary provides room and board through their host families. The school provides the tuition, and we provide a monthly stipend. And so the rest of the things depend on, airfare depends on the country, and the parents usually have to pay for that. Health insurance, possibly a language school if you're going to like Germany, spending money, and but it's between $6,000 and $8,000 for that year.
And that money, does it come from the Rotary? 6,000 or 8,000? No.
No, that's in addition to
So that would come from the family.
what the Rotary puts in.
Okay, all right.
So those are for our students who would like to go out to a different country. So
Okay.
right now we're looking for host families for our inbound student who is coming from Denmark. It's a young lady from Denmark
And she'll be here from August through
through July.
July.
So
Well, you've had quite an experience meeting all these youth. How many students have you personally been involved with over the years?
well,
15 years.
well through the St. Clair Club, 14 students.
But
And
you have a broader mantle than that you wear, a
I'm
hat.
I'm also in charge of the other 14 students through our district, and I'm an inbound coordinator. So right now I'm assigning students to the Rotary clubs in District 6330. So we're almost done with that process. Now I have to chase the paperwork.
So how many students do you think for the 15 years total? Hundreds?
Oh, hundreds, yes.
Hundreds of kids. What an experience for you and your family.
It's an amazing experience, and we find ourselves doing some really strange things sometimes.
Let's give that address, that email address again, if people want to get a hold of you.
Oh, okay. My email address is ddunker@stclair.dyslexia.net.
Okay, very good. Darkus is the person who's responsible for all the wonderful exchange students that we've had around St. Clair for the last numbers of years. We salute her for that, and we'll have more stories about Rotary in a minute.
Thanks for watching Focus with Paul Dingeman. Focus is produced at the CTV Community Television Studios in St. Clair. For over 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter to our community.